Today, I'm going to talk to you about the fact we don't create our own reality. Hey guys, it's Abby, and welcome back to another video. So you might think I'm pretty much a hypocrite right now because I talk a lot about how we create our reality, yet suddenly I'm releasing a video that talks about we don't create our reality. Crickets. So I want to get your attention because I want you to see it in a little bit different way. We actually curate our reality. And what does that mean? It means we actually pick and choose what we experience in our reality. So, in one way, you can say, yes, you create it, but you don't actually make anything. So, creating is misleading. Curating has to do with selecting different components, selecting different experiences and whatnot that you will have in your life. So, what does it mean to have a curated life? Well, imagine a grocery store, right? Think of all the thousands and thousands of different ingredients and different products and different possibilities. Okay, you have two different people. One person goes into the store and they want to make a cake. So they can go in the baking area, they're going to get their baking soda, they're going to go get their butter, they're going to go get whatever else they're going to need, right? For their ingredients that they're going to need to create, say, a cake. The other person wants to make dinner. They want to make something savory, maybe mashed potatoes and some sort of main dish. So they're going to go into produce, they're going to go and look through the aisles, and they're going to come up with their, basket of ingredients. Now, they didn't create these ingredients. All they did was curate their experience in the store so that it, mirrored, it exemplified that which what they went in there for, which was to replicate a recipe, or maybe they're trying something out on their own for the first time. But either way, they are bringing their ideas into fruition. So when they get to the end and they check out, they will have everything they need. A lot of the ingredients that they chose do not do not mix, or, they didn't pick the same ingredients because they're not trying to create the same thing. And that's it. In reality, you go out there, we all go out into the world and we pick out ingredients, right? We pick out experiences. We curate our experience. So if I believed that, you know, um, getting a job was really hard, or if I believed that people were mean, I would go out into the world and that is the experience that I would curate. Now, if I believe that people are really giving, if I believe that making money was so easy, I'd go out into the world and I'd curate the experiences to echo those beliefs. That's all it is. So, whatever it is right now that you're experiencing that you don't want, you're going to have to disassemble it back to the belief, because as soon as you realize that you're curating this, and there's a come to Jesus moment with this. So if you're giving the power away and saying, oh man, I wish so bad that something outside me would change, that my experience would then change and my internal world would change. Once you're able to say, okay, right now I'm experiencing something that I am curating. I have selected these things because there's something inside, there's a recipe inside, and I'm going out to the world and I'm fulfilling this recipe. What I need to do is change the recipe. As soon as I change that recipe inside, it's going to automatically change what I experience. Because again, going back to the shopping list record, or going back to the shopping example, the person who goes in looking for the cake ingredients is going to have a much different experience as they're shopping, the ingredients they're getting, even, their checkout, the price and all that. And they're going to have a different experience eating that what they're making. So when you're going out to the world, when you can, come to the realization that whatever you're experiencing, you're curating. If you can't get there, you'll continually give away your power. But if you can get to the point where you're like, okay, you know what? I don't like this experience. I know that the source of it is me. And now I get to leave that in the past and I get to choose something different. Now, when you're starting to choose your, change your, quote unquote recipes, when you're starting to change your desired experience in the world, there is going to be a moment, there's some time where there's a delay. It's like a delay mirror effect, right? You're looking to find outside of you that which, you're looking to find what you believe on the outside. Well, as you're mirroring, because that's all the outside world is mirroring, as you change your internal beliefs or desires or whatever it is that you're wanting, your goals, dreams, that sort of thing, as you're changing, the experiences you're going to go out and get, there is going to be a delay. So you might think, you know what? I'm really tired of believing that people are mean. I'm really tired of believing that I can't trust anybody. I'm gonna start believing something different. And you start looking out into the world and you start finding examples of, that basically are going to solidify and show you. It's going to be role models. It's going to be a structure system. Well, for the first bit, you might still find people who are mean. You might still find people who are unkind. And you get to see them, observe it, and continue to choose the new path. Continue to choose the new curation for your life. And until you start realizing that you're not going to get an instantaneous change, just as it took time for you to curate that first experience, it's going to take time for you to shift out of what you used to have into now what you want to experience. So take claim of your life, realizing that you are the one curating it. What recipe, aka what beliefs, what path do you have for your life right now? Because you are the one who has authored it. And if you didn't author it, you've given it permission in some capacity that it's okay with you, and you're now going to live it out. It's the greatest realization that you could ever have, is saying, oh, I've actually given the power to this. And when I choose that it no longer has power, instantaneously, you're able to choose something new, but only when you realize you've been giving it power by giving it your attention and by giving it your permission to have that, importance in your life. And when you start realizing, okay, I've given it the importance and I can now shift out, I can now curate something new, then you can tell a new story. Then you can experience new things in the world. Then your internal world shifts. Therefore, automatically, your external world has to change to reflect, because it just is a mirror. So yes, you can say you create your reality, but you're not really creating anything. It's that which you're going out to the world and curating for your life, because everything exists right now. The rock bottom version of you and the greatest expression you can ever have on this earth, they all exist now. Just like going into the grocery store, what are you going to choose to pick off the shelves? What experiences are you going to choose to go look for and seek? Because you are the one with the ultimate control on where you go, where your attention goes, what meanings you give things, and what importance it has in your life. So remember that the greatest power that exists in your life is your awareness of your own power to choose something different in your future if you no longer want it to be continuing. Whatever's happened in your past is your past, and you get to choose to have something new as long as you have the awareness that exists, and that is the reality that you have curated. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If so, please click like. If you liked it, please share it with somebody you think can find value from it. And if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the bell notification, let you know the second I release my next video, which is every single day, and I'll see you on the next one.